Hi everyone, this is Dee of Deesparktarot here, and I just want to say thank y'all so much for being there and being present. I'm just trying to get everything together right now. Hey honey, hey Bookie, how you doing? Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm just trying to get this thing. It's taking a minute. Okay. Cool. Alright, cool. So, how do I do that? Alright. So, everyone, thank you so much for liking, for commenting, for subscribing. We're going to go ahead and get started with the readings and the overall energy of why I'm doing this. I hope all of us are taking care of ourselves during this time and really being mindful of our space during this time. If you've never seen any of the work that I've done, please be on the lookout. So what I'm doing here is I posted earlier that I was going to do about like what's going on in our society right now and the implications that it has for us in the long run, and I'm hoping that many people are being aware and really get an insight on this. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. So with everything that's going on, especially with the pandemic, I'm hoping that people are being mindful of their energy and their space. It's been a really tough 3 days for me, emotionally, so I'm just trying to like put everything back. Hi honey, hi Joseph, hi Alicia. Everything back into what I'm doing. So I want to talk about, we have some really interesting and revolutionary transits that are happening right now in our society. I know some people may not believe in that, but the shit is real. Like, some people don't believe in Mercury retrograde, but the shit is real. Okay, so there's three. There's Pluto and Capricorn, Uranus and Taurus, and the Neptune and Pisces. So these all are very significant planets, and usually their transits run anywhere from like some are like 10 to 15 years. So it's like decades that these situations come in and out, and it happens, and they signal a shift that is happening in a society. So the last time we had Pluto and Capricorn, there was it was, if I'm correct, I believe it was the Great Depression was ending. The Great Depression was ending. We also had Uranus and Taurus, and Uranus and Taurus deals with freedom. It deals with slavery of those who were enslaved, and also we have Neptune and Pisces, and Neptune and Pisces deals with revolution happening on a spiritual level, awakenings that are happening for us as a society. So when I think of the three planets that I explained, which is Pluto, Uranus, and Neptune, there are three cards that correlate with those planets in tarot. Okay, so the card that resonates with, that is singular in the deck, and it's a major arcana, it's Judgment. It's Pluto. Okay, so Judgment, it speaks of wake-up calls. It speaks of one getting their shit together. This is also unexpected shakeups, shit happening, like unexpected breakthroughs in either society, yourself, or yourself. The next card is Uranus, and this is the Fool card. Okay, so the Fool card is all about taking risks, going outside the box, being unorthodox in whatever it is that you do in life. This could be for yourself, this could be with others. You know, for example, like for me, I'll just give an example. Like, I decided to leave Atlanta just out of the blue, because it just wasn't doing it for me anymore. I got tired of the routine. I got tired of doing things that weren't making me happy. Okay. And so me taking that step, it was scary, but I did it, and I'm here. Okay. The next card is the moon. Okay. This is the Neptune energy. Okay. This also rules Pisces. So the moon rules the astrological sign Pisces. The Fool, like I said, is Uranus, is Aquarius. Okay. So that's all about unorthodox ideas, things shifting in an unparalleled direction. So like things that we're not used to seeing, it's going to start shifting very, very quickly. And many of us may not have the opportunity to catch up, but when we do catch up, you know, we're going to have to do it on our own. It's not going to be outside sources telling us what to do. And then Judgment is Pluto, and that's Scorpio. This is a huge transformation that is happening for us as a collective. Now, going back to what I was saying earlier about the 3 transits that are happening, Pluto and Capricorn. So, the card in tarot that represents Capricorn is the Devil. Okay? So, the Devil speaks of ego. It speaks of the materialization of physical things. This could also be sex. It could be vices. Things that we do not want to let go of, that we have, that has us chained. Okay? I think this is more of a societal standards too. Okay? And when I see this, I'm like, okay, what is it that we as a collective are holding on to? What are we as a collective not letting go? What do we as a collective have to recognize in order for us to ascend to where we want to go as a collective? Okay. The next one is Uranus and Taurus. Okay. So the card in tarot that represents Taurus is the Hierophant. The Hierophant speaks of routine. It speaks of things being orthodox. It also speaks of being granted that ability via religious means. So I'm here to tell you that a lot of religious structures are being questioned. A lot of things that we thought that society had fed us from a religious standpoint and from a heteronormative standpoint is no more. People are learning that there are other communities out there that need our help and that have been asking. We've been asking for. I'm a queer woman. I've been asked, like, I know a lot of people who are queer, transgender, non-conforming, non-binary, who've been asking for help from society, and society has been rejecting them, and now this is their wake-up call to do that. The Hierophant is stepping in with that. Okay. The last card is Pisces, and the card that represents Pisces in the tarot deck, it doesn't matter which deck you have, whether it's Rider-Waite, Aquarian, I have the Modern Witch, I have Golden Thread, is going to be the Hanged One, okay, or the Hangman. Okay, this is someone that is feeling very trapped, feeling very stuck. They know what needs to be done because they can feel the shift. But this moon energy is here, and this is very unexpected, okay? This is very dreamy, very illusionary sometimes, and not having a grasp on reality, okay? So, with these transits happening, this is forcing society to really take off the rose-colored glasses and start to see outside of your box. Start to see outside of yourself. I'm really interested in seeing what this is going to entail. So I took a few notes because for me, like, I write stuff down as I'm like thinking in my head and remembering transits and stuff like that. So Pluto and Capricorn, I'm here to tell you, we got a good bit to go. We got another 4 years of this. So the structures that have been in place, and I don't know if you've been reading a lot of the stuff that's been happening. We went from Saturn in Capricorn to Pluto in Capricorn. So now Pluto is in Capricorn, and that speaks of having direction and being mindful of your space during this time of chaos. So there's a lot of chaos that's happening. There's a lot of things that are creating discord, whether it is internal and or external, but in this case it is external that's creating a lot of issues. This also deals with money. So I do feel this time many people are going to be, like I said, and it's being seen, many of our power structures that are in place are going to be struggling to hold on to money. Okay, you can expect to also see, and I'm saying this because I feel this, there is going to be a breakdown of a lot of work sectors that are no longer going to be, they're either going to be very limited or non-existent after 2024. We will not be seeing a lot of these work structures anymore. Anything that is antiquated in its approach to the work sector will be no more in another 4 years. So if you're with a company that is very antiquated in their ideas, very antiquated in how they approach things, it's not going to thrive. It's not going to thrive within the next 4 years. It's probably more than likely going to shutter. Okay? The next one is Uranus and Taurus. Okay? So Uranus and Taurus, it's about, some people say 8 to 9 years time for the Uranus and Taurus energy. This speaks of rebellion. So the Uranus is the planet of your rebellion. This is all about going the this is all about upheaval. This is all about, you know, getting into that space of not going for everyday situations that force you to do it. Uranus is telling you to take a leap of faith, essentially. Now, this is a 7-year cycle for the Uranus and Taurus. I'm here to tell you, I don't know if people watch money and like investing and the dollar and how that's going. We are going, it keeps going in and out. No, don't, no. Joseph, you might have to log out and then try again. Like exit out and then try again. So with this happening right now, this is going to be an economic downturn. Okay. I am not the one to be pessimistic, but I look at the transits and how this is happening, and I do feel that we are going to be dealing, and we're first and foremost, we are currently in a recession. We're not in a depression as of yet, but we are in a recession. Okay, and anybody who studies like finance or global markets will see that recessions usually happen every 10 to 15 years, and it takes about 3 to 4 years for that to upswing. I'm feeling like this is just what Spirit is telling me. The year 2021 is going to be a very interesting year in regards to the U.S. I don't know so much about the world, but I'm hearing that the U.S. is going to take a very interesting approach to the dollar. We may start seeing the dollar dissipate and operate more electronically. Okay. This is also forcing us, the Uranus and Taurus energy, to, like I said, see outside the box when it comes to relationships, when it comes to offering resources for other communities. This is also, you know, seeing the world from a feminine lens. Okay. We were in Aries, Uranus and Aries, and as well as hyper masculine energy came in, overthrow of like powers, corruption, heavy times violence. And I feel like now that feminine energy is coming in and it's finally going to settle things. Okay. The demand for queer, transgender, nonconforming, and non-binary people to have their needs met will be met. Period. Point blank. Don't be surprised if there's going to be a lot more organizations that are going to cater to the marginalized. Okay, and I mean this for people who are you know, of color and are black, there's going to be a lot more work around that, okay? This is also a time for many of us to reevaluate what matters most in our lives. Taurus is ruled by Venus, which is Empress, okay? The Empress card, I wish I would have pulled it out, but I didn't pull it out. Venus is all about love, relationships, possessions, also music. Oh, Joseph, no. I'm going to post it on YouTube. So if you miss it tonight, I'll post it on YouTube. It'll be up here 24 hours. And it'll be posted on YouTube. Yeah. So this is also telling many of us to disassociate our worth via our wealth. A lot of us are your job. A lot of people are tying their status to their job. And this is not going to be the case any longer. If people do not adhere to this, they are going, love you, bye Joseph. If people do not adhere to this, they will fall. And if you do not take the warnings, Uranus is going to be the rug that pulls from up under you. Okay? That's going to be something that is also a thing. The next one is Neptune and Pisces. So the I don't know if I said that, but the Uranus, if I'm correct, it's about 7 years. It's about 7 years, and the Uranus and Taurus energy has been around for about 7 years. So it cycles out every 7 years, so that's the planet and how it cycles. Okay. Neptune and Pisces. Now, between this one and the Pluto and Capricorn, these are going to be the longest, okay, in transit. So the Neptune and Pisces, and like I said, in Tarot, Pisces is Hangman. The Neptune energy is the moon, okay? This is going to force us to really confront ourselves, our emotional fears, our shadow selves. This is also, I took down notes because everything was just coming at me at once when I was writing. This is also going to be feeling connecting to other things in life, like whether it's plants, it's trees, and also with people. There's going to be a really strong, heavy connection to people at this time. Oh, by the way, for the Uranus and Taurus reading, it's also telling us to be more mindful of herbs and plants and start to take those and use that in our bodies more. Okay. So with that energy here, this is also about a spiritual global awakening that is happening within our collective, and this is forcing us as a society to really come together spiritually and to be cognizant of that. If you do a lot of work in spirituality, this is going to be a wonderful time for you to come together and work on that. I do feel like for some of y'all, this could also be you coming to your senses about where you stand spiritually. And this is really dope. And I'm hoping that this brings you some clarity. Okay? So that is the those are the transits that are happening. There's other transits that are coming in, but I'll delve on that later. But these are the main three that are really playing a huge part in what's going on right now, especially with the pandemic. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and let's see here. I'm gonna go ahead and get started with the reading. Oh. So this is going to be for Aries. How is this time for you, with all the transits going on? How is this time for you, and how are you handling it? Okay, and what steps can you take, my fellow Aries folk? All right. So, which is interesting because we have Uranus here, which is the over energy, the Fool, and the card that popped out was the Nine of Swords. So, what I'm hearing here is that many of you all are either worried about your stability, you're worried about getting things started off the table, on the table that you have on the table. This could also speak of high anxiety, high worry, and I need for you not to be that right now, because this is the worst time to do it. You need to trust the process. The Fool is telling you, trust the process. We do have a new moon in Libra, a full moon in Libra, a full moon in Libra in the next few days. So there could be something erratic that shifts your whole perspective that's going to force you to be this energy. Okay, Aries? So that is that one. And then let's do Taurus. All right. King of Swords. King of Swords. Okay. So the King of Swords is someone who's focused, who knows what they want. This could also be someone who is very distant and very cold. It's all good as long as you're trying. That's all that matters. That's all that matters. Okay? The King of Swords is all about cutting through things, like not with the bullshit. I feel like some of you all may be dealing with communication that is very just tiresome and delayed. And the King of Swords is like, look, I'm not dealing with this. I'm just not. I don't want to. There could also be multiple people involved, and some of y'all might just be cutting motherfuckers out and off. Out and off, Taurus. So that is... I'm also sensing here, this could be with a fire sign. This could be with... if this is... This could be with a fire sign. Okay? So... honestly, I'm feeling it's a Sagittarius. So Gemini, let's get started with you. Eight of Cups is the overall energy. 10 of Wands. Okay. So I'm like looking through my notes again, and there's just so many things that I want to talk about, but it's like it's a lot, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, like I was writing earlier and it was just, everything was just coming to me. Okay, Gemini, it's time for you to let go emotionally. Either someone's letting you go or you're letting someone else go, because you're just tired of holding on to all the shit that has been happening in the situation. I do feel that there's a third party involved for some of you all. For some of y'all. Or there could be... I'm hearing like things aren't things are not moving as quickly as you want them to, and you're trying, and you're just, I feel like some of you all just feeling like emotionally you've just given up. Some of you all, not all of you all. Or you've given up on someone, or someone has given up on you. Okay? Alright. Cancer, right? So I did Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer. Yep, Cancer. Cancer. King of Swords again. Judgment. So, who was the King of Swords for? That was Taurus, right? Okay. So some of y'all might be dealing with the Taurus, because sometimes if the two cards pop out as the first energy, it could be that. But I'm also feeling that many of y'all emotionally are really being in tune with yourself and cutting out the noise. I'm hearing cutting out the noise. Cutting out the noise. You're finally realizing that it's time for you to let go. It's time for you to just let things be. And also what I'm hearing here is you're trying to understand yourself a little more. And understand the messages that you do receive. Okay, this is also too, I'm also hearing some of y'all might you might move. You might move. You might move. Okay, some of y'all, not all y'all. But I do see there's an awakening that is happening for you, and you're learning to put on your shit, your armor, and just fucking go. Okay? So that's Cancer. Leo. King of Pentacles, Five of Wands. Why are you letting people disturb your peace, Leo? I'm tired of like doing readings with y'all and about y'all, and y'all just always act like y'all on y'all shit, but y'all just not on your shit. Like, I don't understand. Like, I just don't understand. So this is the King of Pentacles. If I'm correct, I want to say that it is because Knight of Pentacles is Taurus. I want to say that this is Virgo. So some of y'all might be dealing with a situation with a Virgo, or did deal with a situation with Virgo, and you're just being totally aloof about everything. This is also you focusing on yourself, or needing to pay attention to yourself and pay attention to the shit that's going on around you, because I feel like some of y'all are just not paying attention to the shit that's going on around you. You're just kind of in your own little fucking world. Hi, Danny! You're kind of in your own little fucking world, and honestly, it's really fucking exhausting to other people. It's really exhausting to other people to kind of like try to clean up your shit. So, Leo, that is you. Okay? Alright. Virgo. Virgo. Okay. I don't do reversals, but it popped up as a reversal. Alright, Virgo. Bottom of the deck is the Ten of Swords. The Sun in reverse. Now, the Sun in reverse doesn't necessarily mean that it's a bad sign. It just means that things are delayed at the moment, but it's still coming. Okay? And I do feel that many of you all are slowly taking steps to get yourself out. I keep hearing this funk. Like, some of you all are in a funk. Like, things in your life have just been kind of not where you want them to be. They're there, but it's not where you want it to be. And I feel like many of you all are just kind of in your own blah, blah, blah world. And I get it. Like, we all want to do that. We all want to, like, escape. But the reality is that the more you escape, the closer you are to your happiness. Okay, Virgo? So, focus on your happiness. Stop focusing on self-sabotaging as well, is what I'm hearing. Libra. Libra, Libra, Libra. Gang, gang. Libra, 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 Libra. Similar card to... So, everything... By the way, so the deck that I'm using is the Modern Witch tarot deck. And 10 of Swords is the same as the Everything is Fine card. Libra, I'm here to tell you, don't sleep on your opportunities. Don't sleep on yourself. Please keep working on, no matter how many no's you get. Some of y'all might have been rejected for a project, rejected for an application, rejected for a residency. Anything you've been rejected for, just keep trying. Just keep trying, because this is going to make you a stronger person. And, you know, right now, with everything that is going on, Libra, we just have to we have to persevere, you know, through it all, and just keep trying, keep pushing. You're doing the work. You're doing the work, and you're out here like building. You're building, and you're doing the work, and I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you, Libra. All right. So, Scorpio. Hi, TT. Okay. I think I'm gonna do This is an interesting... I'm going to shuffle again because I'm like, I'm going to shuffle again. Shuffle again. Yes. Knight of Cups, Page of Swords. You could be hearing about a new offer, like a job offer, or maybe you're taking the step to go into that. For others of you, this is keeping your ear to the ground of new and wonderful things that are happening in your life. This could be with a Scorpio with strong fire and water in their chart. Okay? This person, whoever this is, there could be like something going on with their job. I don't know why that's being told to me. Something's going on with their job. If it's not them, it's you. Okay? Yeah, somebody I felt like made a misstep, but they're trying to correct it, and they will. But I also feel, too, like someone is kind of wanting to take a step back if this is a relationship. Someone is kind of wanting to take a step back and not jump into anything too early. They are very intuitive at the moment, and if this is not them, this is you, okay? Sagittarius. That one just flipped. Seven of Swords. Overall energy. Scrumph card. This is Leo. So, some of y'all could be dealing with a Leo. This is telling you that you have to trust within yourself to find the courage to be strong. Many of you all don't have the fucking spoons right now. None of us have the spoons, okay? Now, Sagittarius, one thing I will say is that for some of y'all, not all y'all, many of y'all are fiercely independent. But at the same time, there's another subset of you who are not. And you rely on others to get you through. And now you're going to have to dig your own fucking, like, roots. Because you can't rely on people anymore. I'm hearing you cannot rely on anybody anymore. The Seven of Swords is here to remind you that this is a wake-up call for y'all. I'm hearing there's a huge, like, huge-ass reality check that you're going to have to come to terms with. Sagittarius. It's not going to be pretty, but I feel as if you rely and find strength within yourself, you're going to be fine. There's also a lot of regret that comes with this. My ear's ringing. There's a lot of regret that comes with this, okay? All right. So now it's Capricorn. I'm going to shuffle that again. Like, why is that coming up? Capricorn. Alright. Death. Scorpio energy here. Ten of Pentacles. So I'm going to be honest when I say this, Capricorn. Now, this could be either a physical loss, like losing somebody that you know, like somebody dying. Or this could be, there could be a shift in your wealth, whether this is physical, mental, spiritual, and or psychological. But I'm also seeing here this has to do with children. So maybe some of you all in a marriage, it could be a shift in your marriage, a shift in dynamics that are happening with this Capricorn. This also speaks of endings. So some of you all might be dealing with a divorce right now. You might be in the middle of this pandemic. That's crazy. Or you can deal with a breakup. I'm hearing things being unsettled right now. But this is a transformation that needs to happen. This can be with a Scorpio or a Virgo. Okay, Capricorn? Aquarius. Aquarius. Seven of Swords again. I don't know who had that card. Sagittarius. Okay. Some of y'all could be dealing with Sagittarius. Or, I hear relevancy of your job. Like, what is it that you value about your work and what you're doing? I'm also hearing here that some of you all might have taken a hit via job loss, but you're still going to be thriving. Aquarius, you're still going to be thriving. Okay? Regardless of what's going on in the world, you're still going to be thriving. Yeah. You're going to get a break, a lucky break. Like, I feel like for some of y'all, and I'm just saying this, if you're a woman, or identify as femme, queer femme, trans, whatever you identify as, if you're femme, this is going to be a wonderful time for you to make money. Figure out how you're going to do it. This is going to be a very unorthodox way. That's all I'm going to say. If you got to be out here and do what you got to do what you got to do. But you're going to be very profitable in it. Be creative is what I'm hearing. Be creative. Let's see. Pisces. Be creative in whatever it is that you do. Alright. Strength card. You could be dealing with a Leo. 4 of Cups. So, this is, if I'm correct, sorry, I'm like reading over these notes. I want to touch on a little bit more about the transits and whatnot, and I'm just like, yo, this is like speaking to me hard. Moon in Cancer. Okay. This could be someone who has strong Cancer in their chart who is a Leo, or someone who's a Cancer and has strong Leo in their chart. What I'm hearing here is that you are not appreciative and are being thankful for what you have. You're not being thankful of the opportunities that are bestowed upon you. And emotionally, I do feel that for some of y'all, I'm hearing lack of self-confidence. Lack of self-confidence. Lack of... if this is a love situation, like many of y'all don't have the heart to be in love. You're not happy in being in love for some of y'all. And if you are in love and you're dealing with like a situation that might be like conflicting for you, go within and figure out what it is that you want. Okay? So that is the reading for the collective. This will be up for 24 hours and it will also be on my YouTube. So don't worry, Deesparktarot. Don't worry. But I do want to touch back a little bit more on the what I wrote earlier about these transits. So the Pluto and Capricorn started in 2008. So right when remember when we had the first recession? That's when it started. That's when that transit started. And that's going until, you're welcome, until 2024, okay? So this is going to be going on for about another 4 years. I just have to be, not this pandemic thing, but the economy in itself and the shift of jobs and the shift of how we see our work in jobs, okay? Uranus and Taurus is from this is usually a 7-year cycle. 7-year cycle. From 20, some people say 2018 to 2024, but others say 2019 to 2026. It just depends on the calendar that you're using astrologically. So expect a huge divine feminine energy happening. People being more aware of society and the marginalized folk are going to profit very well and do very well. We may not see it now. I'm also hearing being more focused on eating healthier. That means greens. If you can grow your own shit, grow your own shit. And if you can grow your own shit, give it to people in your communities. Because that's going to be helping our society to ascend, okay? I'm also hearing here, we are in an economic downturn, but abundance is going to be worthy still. Even though we're having an economic downturn, this is from the government's eye, not the community. There's going to be a separation of the higher up and the community. If it hasn't been, if you haven't seen it because you haven't been wanting to experience it and or see it, guess what? You are here for the long run. We got another few years of this shit. This is also for the demand, like I said, of the queer, transgender, non-conforming, and non-binary community to really demand what it is the fuck that we want and get that shit, okay? This is also telling you to reevaluate what you have in regards to your physical possessions. I do feel like a lot of people are going to be very... philanthropy is going to be a big thing. People are going to be giving away, whether you realize it or not. People will be giving away either like financial help, spiritual help, um, psychological, whatever. There's going to be a lot of help that's going to be given, and it's going to be little or no cost to those who really need it, okay? Don't be surprised if electrocurrency is going to be being, i.e. Bitcoin. There's a sister that I follow called Aquarius Maximus who speaks a lot about that and is one of the first black women to invent guap coin. A lot of grants are going to be and yes, that is correct. Check out Aquarius Maximus, because Aquarius Maximus really does a lot of work around cryptocurrency, does a lot of work around investing, and I'm learning to get into that as well right before everything happened, but I'm not worried because everything happens for a reason. Aquarius Maximus on IG. Okay. Hi, Wig Snatcher. UCPT. So Neptune and Pisces, okay? Neptune and Pisces is a 14-year cycle. Started in 2012. And it's going to go to about end of 2011, early 2012 until 2026, okay? So, as I told you, this is going to be a lot of shadow work that's going to need to be done. I feel like a lot of people are going to really see a lot of themselves through what they do with others, and it's going to be really effective, and they're going to take that shit hard. If you have not been doing the emotional work that you need to do via your sacral chakra and your root chakra, the shit's going to hit you, and it's going to be ugly. So I hope that you're doing the work that you need to better yourself, okay? You're going to be feeling connected with everything around you, okay? Everything's going to have a sense of connection. You know, this is me you being hyper emotional. That's okay. Don't let people tell you, oh, you're not supposed to cry about that. You know, no, fuck that, cry. If you need to fucking cry, yell, scream, whatever, call somebody. It don't matter what time. Shit, most of us got the time now because we ain't doing shit. So, this is a wonderful time for a lot of us to really get in tune with others and reach out to people too. If you heard, if you've been thinking about somebody or somebody's been thinking about you and they reach out to you, just say, hey, wop, wop, wop. Make it happen, okay? A lot of us are going to be feeling very connected now. This is also a time of, I can't with you, Jackie. Yes, sacral work. You got to get into it. Sacral deals with your creativity. When that's blocked, it's very hard for things to transmute into the physical, okay? You know, anything, also, this is what I'm here to say. Anything that you've been thinking of that you feel will help society and help people as a whole, do it. Put it out there. For example, I started doing Deesparktarot in 2018. Okay? Because I was like, oh my God, like, I don't look like the regular IG people. You know, I'm not, you know, hella, you know, the standard that I've been seeing when it comes to a lot of these readers, no tea, no shade. But, you know, I don't have, like, long hair. I'm not, you know, my features aren't like as like, oh my gosh, but I love my features. And I am here for my queer community, period. Okay, so a lot of them are very heteronormative in their thinking. And so I just decided to do Deesparktarot, and now look where I'm at. I'm actually here doing guidance work, and it makes me happy to see that that I'm able to be accessible to those in the community and offer sliding scale readings, especially those who are queer, transgender, non-conforming, and non-binary, who are black. Thank you. I really appreciate that, and that's why I do the work that I do. This is also causing spiritually for our society to have a global awakening. So that is what I have covered today. I just want to know what you think about it. Please let me know. I'm happy that I'm able to be a vessel, and I'm hoping that that you will let me guide you, and you know, you be responsible and do your own fucking work too, because it doesn't work on my end, it works on your end. Okay? So, no, thank you all so much. I really appreciate it. So this live is going to be up for about 24 hours. I'm more than likely going to post it to my YouTube. So I just washed my hair last night. I just added water And that shit is popping like a motherfucker. God the hell, look at that shit. Ooh, that shit is popping. I just put a little bit of hair food in that thing and twist that thing up. My hair was like, oh my god. So I'm happy. But yeah, y'all, thank y'all so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for showing love. Thank you so much for just being here and wanting to listen to this message. And if you would love to donate. If you can, if you're able to, all send love. I'm all for it. Thank you so much. Share, tell a friend to tell a friend and tell a friend. And I'm letting people know who, if you've had a reading from me, and you get 2 people to book a reading with me, and you do that, I will give you a free reading. Doesn't matter if it's 30 minutes or an hour, okay? It's a way of me saying thank you for, really believing in this work and letting me... Oh, I know you're going to watch it, and I want all the comments, okay? All the comments. I'm just saying. I want all the comments, Sim. Because Wig Snatcher, I know you be ready for me. Go off, Homer. But, yeah. So, thank y'all so much. I really appreciate it. Tell your friends and tell your friends and tell your friends. I'm going to be doing the new moon. No, the full moon. I don't want to keep saying new moon. Full moon. Full moon and Libra reading tomorrow. Okay? I'm more than likely going to do a live. So, yeah, so everybody can get this shit live. Please let me know what y'all think. Like, for real, let me know what y'all think. Hey, Homer! Hi, Homer! What's good? But, please let me know what y'all think. Thank you so much for tuning in. And, I feel from this full moon in Libra reading is going to be very interesting. I'm feeling the energy already. It's going to be, whoo. Yeah. Yeah. I'm thinking around... I'm probably going to do it around like 8 o'clock. But I'll put the post up tonight after I do this so you all will know. But I will definitely be doing a new, the new reading, and it'll be up around 8 p.m. But just tune into the live. I'm going to post it. You tell your friends and tell your friends and tell your friends to check it out. All right, y'all. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I'm thirsty as fuck. I'm about to go eat some more because I just ate, but now I'm hungry again. About to eat these butternut biscuits that I made. These butternut biscuits. These buttermilk biscuits that I made. Subscribe. And that's it. Thank y'all. Bye.